Welcome to our Am I the Butthole, where today, Arp's wife goes completely off the deep end. Am I the butthole for wanting to divorce my postpartum wife? I'm a 29-year-old guy, and my soon-to-be ex-wife is 28. We've wanted kids for years, and we were beyond thrilled when she finally got pregnant last year. From day one, I made it my mission to be the most supportive husband and future dad possible. Her father was never involved in her life, and I used to work as a technician in labor and delivery. My own brother, to put it nicely, is not the most engaged dad, so I've seen up close how bad husbands can wreck lives. I swore I'd never be one of them. But about 4 weeks into my wife's pregnancy, everything started unraveling. She lost all interest in intimacy. Totally fair, hormones and stress can do that. So, we stopped. Then, she didn't want any physical contact at all. No cuddles, no kisses. She gradually became more and more distant. Her cravings changed constantly, and she was awful about it, demanding food all day, then refusing it the moment I brought it. She'd scream at me over it. I chalked it up to hormones again, no big deal. But then she stopped letting me attend her doctor appointments, shut me out of every pregnancy-related group, and spent more and more time away from me. She became cold, bitter, and perpetually angry at me. She slapped me more than once when I forgot one of the endless daily tasks she gave me. She stopped doing any housework around a month into the pregnancy. I understood that moving around while pregnant is hard, but she wouldn't even do laundry. By week 5, I was doing everything. I was also the primary income earner, barely sleeping, running on fumes. She made me sleep in the guest room and picked fights constantly. I never once raised my voice or even changed my tone. I just kept reminding myself that this wasn't really her, that this was temporary, and that it would all be worth it. She didn't want me involved in baby-related decisions. No name choices, no nursery planning, nothing. 1 month before giving birth, she screamed at me about how useless I was and announced she was staying with her mother. She wouldn't let me bring her anything or even check on her. She threatened to divorce me and get a restraining order if I dared to call her. A few weeks ago, I found out my son was born, from a Facebook post. She posted it with her mom and some relatives. It shattered me. I went to the hospital, tried to visit, and security kicked me out. After months of being treated like garbage, of absorbing her hatred and rage 24/7, I was done. I seriously doubt my name's even on the birth certificate. I opened a new bank account, and now all my paychecks go there. I took half of what was in our joint account. She never bought baby stuff ahead of time, so who knows where that money went. Now she needs to buy baby supplies, and she's already drained everything. I've hired a lawyer. The house is mine. I paid for it entirely. I had her stuff sent to her mom's place. I'm demanding a paternity test. I'm not spending a single damn cent until I know for sure that he's mine. And yes, I'm absolutely divorcing her. She chose a stay-at-home life, so if she cheated, she's screwed. Her mom's got money, but it won't last. Maybe a few more weeks at most, not nearly enough for full-time support. If the baby is mine, I will fight for my parental rights. Last week, my soon-to-be ex called me in a full panic attack, sobbing and saying she made a mistake. She said she's not with her mom anymore, she's crashing at a friend's place and wants to come back home. She said our son needs his father. I told her I don't believe he's mine, and asked why she'd do this if he was. I told her, show me a paternity test, and I'll do everything I can for him, only him. She begged me to meet her at a park to talk, and I agreed. I need to say to her face everything I've held in for months. My parents hope we can reconcile, but they understand if we don't. My deadbeat brother doesn't matter. My sister, though, thinks I should at least hear her out. OP, my dude, finding out you're a dad through a Facebook post? That's brutal. My heart goes out to you. Your response? Makes complete sense. I'd suspect cheating too, and I'd also be heading straight for divorce. You get 0 out of 5 buttholes here. Your wife. I'm giving her 4 out of 5. Look, postpartum is real, I've seen it. It's like someone replaces a woman's brain entirely. But mental illness doesn't excuse abusive behavior. And then, OP posted an update. Before I met my wife, I opened up to my parents and sister and told them everything. They were furious that I hadn't shared all the messy details sooner. Now, they're basically checking up on me every day to make sure I'm still upright. After my post exploded on Reddit, I called my wife back fast to set a time and place to talk. We met at a local park this morning. I brought a friend who recorded the whole conversation, start to finish. I expected the classic affair story. I was ready to listen, confirm it, and walk away. But of course, it got more complicated. When I got to the park, she looked rough. Stressed, exhausted, without the baby. She launched into this emotional speech. I wasn't crying, but I wasn't cold either. I just wanted answers. I didn't even have to ask before she started spilling everything. Apparently, this all started with her mother. Her father vanished when her mom was giving birth. Before that, he had 2 sons with her mom, then my wife. He started off great, but changed completely, became negligent, abusive, and disappeared. He's been in and out of prison since. Her mother always played the role of a strong, self-sufficient woman who overcame it all. She claimed she'd been in therapy for years. But she hadn't. She actually stopped therapy nearly a decade ago but never told anyone. What she was really doing was nurturing a deep hatred for men, excluding her sons. My wife now says that there was always some favoritism in how her mom treated her. She recently found out her mother lied about the therapy and had been carrying this bitterness in secret. Looking back, I remember her mom always being a little cold toward me, never mean, just never warm. Now I know why. About a year and a half before the pregnancy, her mom started planting seeds of doubt in her mind. Suspicion, paranoia, fear. She convinced my wife that I was cheating when I stayed late at work. That because I made most of the money, I was probably setting her up for a rough divorce. Basically, she told her daughter that everything her husband did to her, I would do too. And my wife believed it. She idolized her mom. And when she got pregnant, her anxiety worsened. Her mother swooped in and filled her head with poison. She told her I would leave, that I would hurt her, that I was no different. Her mom manipulated her completely. And with the stress of pregnancy, undiagnosed mental health issues, and hormonal chaos, she just spiraled. She 100% believed I would abandon her, so she started punishing me before I ever got the chance. When she moved in with her mom and shut me out of the birth, she was fully gone mentally. When I began divorce proceedings, she spiraled into postpartum depression. At that point, her mother had already won, proved her point, and tossed her aside. Her brothers were fed a fake story about how awful I was, while her mom and sister knew the truth. But when her mom got what she wanted, the whole act crumbled. Her brothers found out the real story and were horrified. Reality finally hit my wife. Postpartum, the divorce, no home, no support, and completely cut off from me and our son. She destroyed her entire life trying to protect herself from a ghost, her mother's ghost. And the moment her mother won, she walked away. That's the version my wife gave me, anyway. There are holes. But it's so convoluted and ridiculous, it seems impossible to make up. Who would invent this? At the end, she handed me the paternity test info. Said it should be ready in a week. She apologized, sincerely, like down on her knees kind of begging. I was so stunned I said nothing. She left, promising to call. I don't think I can take her back. I don't think I can risk my sanity like that again. God, I almost wish she was just a cheating lunatic. That would be simpler. Then OP posted another update. It took me way too long to realize I should talk to someone who actually saw her behavior. So I called one of her brothers and unloaded the whole thing. I asked him what he could confirm. He couldn't confirm any of it. What really happened? She started having an affair with a coworker about 4 months before she got pregnant. The affair partner told her I was trash and that she should be with him. She believed it. That's when the abuse toward me started. Intentional, strategic. She planned to run off with him. After she moved out, She stayed with her mom temporarily but had every intention of moving in with the affair partner after giving birth. Before the baby was born, she confessed to her family. Her mom and brothers didn't care. They liked the affair partner better. He was even at the birth. And then, he ghosted. Turns out she had done a paternity test already. The baby wasn't mine. It was her affair partner's. But when he disappeared, she realized she was utterly screwed. Solid prenup. House is mine. We live in an at-fault state. That's around the time I pulled our finances apart. So she tried one last Hail Mary. She created a sob story, tried to manipulate me back into her life by spinning this wild tale about her mom. It was just a lie. A show. Desperation. So basically, a complete mess.